Alright, we have our drawing here. I just got rid of anything that could distract us, such as the sketch layer. And what I'm going to do is make a new layer, put it underneath here, and set this layer to be a reference. That way anything I color here will automatically fill in without affecting any of the other layers. So I'm just going to quickly fill in as much as I can so I can get to the coloring part of the tutorial. With Procreate, it's really easy to just drag and drop colors, and what I'm doing is holding my finger down on a color to select it, and then I'm using the pen, or the Apple Pencil, to color in any additional spots that I might missed. You notice that since I did the color layer underneath, I can easily color these other spots I've missed, that the filling selection missed, without affecting the lines because they're above the layer. So Claire's hair is always just like reddish brown. They're so cute as kids. And I think I'm going to use this lighter peach, I guess like light yellow color for the skin, just as a base. I wanted to give this whole drawing a lot more soft colors than I normally would. Did I get her ear? It's a little hard to tell. Alright. And I missed her hair right over here. Alright. Everything looks good there. Hez has always had darker skin, so I'm just going to go with his dark skin tone over here. Fill in all the gaps. Cute little hug. Legs fill in pretty easily. And let's try, I think I'll give him the dark pant color. I have this nice grayish pinkish color that I've saved for Hez's shirt and any kind of white that usually appears in my series. I'll also give him the same color socks just to make it easier. I already used his hair color. Let's see. His trouser suspenders. Always just magenta, maroonish. Yeah. There we go. And now for Claire. Her signature blue. Drag and dropping. Maybe I'll give it a little bit of a darker part for here, right under the skirt. And now the pink for the ribbon. She'll have a pink ribbon here on the dress to match. And her socks, I will do the same color white. Sure, why not? All that's left now is the mouth. Pink there, same magenta for the back of the mouth, and then I'll just kind of quickly color that in. Alright, so we have our base painting right here. It's just all in this layer. It's independent of the sketch or the ink layer. I'm turning it on and back off again. Now one of the new things I've tried doing is going up here, to the selection tool and hitting automatic. This way I can select several parts of the drawing that have the same color. It gathers all those pixels, and anything I paint over will automatically use, let's see, it's like a little bit of rosier color. And only these layers will be affected. So I'm using a soft airbrush. And there we go. It's just gives a little bit more of a rosy color here. Some around the knuckles. Some for like shadows on the arm. Shadows on the leg. Oh, that's pretty dark actually. Gotta make sure it's a little more even. Rosy knees. It looks a little bit too rosy. There we go. Alright, we have that done. Now we'll do Pez. Oops. Can just use the two-finger tap to undo. So for him, we'll also need a little bit of a rosier color. His skin's a little darker. See if this color works. Yep. What a cutie pie. Under the neck here. Maybe that's too much. There we go. And of course the rosy cheeks. Alright, now for the hair. Just always choose a darker color. I might increase the green here. There we go. It's really effective on hair. Gives it a nice little soft glowy gradient. Once I hit the paintbrush tool, I select something a little darker. And of course it doesn't affect any other layers, so it makes it really easy to use. Looks like I need to go a little darker. There we go. Another thing you can do is use a color dodge brush for highlights, which you just select the color you had been using and paint over it to give it a nice extra touch. Looks like I missed something over here, so I'll just do some color dodge right there. For Pez, selecting his hair color and doing color dodge on top. Doing multiple layers makes it a little bit brighter. There we go. Maybe a little bit more on the top of his head. Cool. Alright, one of my favorite things to do is go under the inking brushes, go to dry ink, and under rendering I have it set to screen. Alright, still on the color layer. So select it, the brush size a little bigger, and then boom, swish, it's a highlight. Let's do the same for Claire. Careful to select the right color. Swoosh. Swoosh. Nope. Swoosh. There we go. Get that color highlight there. Alright, now I have to do her dress. Select that color. Switch back to the airbrush. Go a little darker. And there's shadows cast under her arm. Under Pez's arm. And the folds of the dress. Okay, there we go. And we can do all the white stuff all together. Oop, not that. Selecting the white. Oops, go a little darker. Now I'm a little darker. Sometimes it's easier just to use a multiply brush, but I haven't set that up yet. So I'm just going to do some quick things on her legs, and now on Pez's back, stomach, looks pretty good. And I will give his pants and suspenders a little bit of a darker color. This time I might actually set this to multiply. I go into rendering, go to multiply, and since I'm already in this grayish color, it's going to multiply that on top. Oops, I need to select it now. There we go. Anything else that I want to paint over, I can use this multiply brush now and it makes it darker. Careful not to go too dark, but you can always layer on top with multiple strokes. That's how you get that soft approach. Alright, well that's pretty much, oh, almost done. There we go. A little bit more dimensionality to that. Lastly, if I want to do any other extra highlights, I can go into the layer, tap it, hit select, and then do a once over with the multiply brush, and give everything just a little bit more definition here. Since it's gray, it won't be as dark as, say, if I chose a black brush to multiply. And it's slightly pink, it's not like a pure gray. There we go. Yes. Yes, excellent. One last thing to do. Over on the reference layer, I can go to hue, saturation, and brightness, saturate the lines a bit, make them a little darker. And then on top of this layer, actually, before I do anything, I need to take the reference layer off. I'm going to make another layer above the color layer. Go in close here, select the purple, drag it on top, and see if there's any modes that can soften the look. Soft light gives it a little bit of a gentle tone. Another good way to check if this is going to work out, this one looks okay. I can also hit the layer again and hit clipping mask, so whatever happens will only affect that layer. I can get a little bit of a better scope on it. Looks like Jesse and James for some reason Team Rocket. Multiply would be too dark, so I think I am going to go with a lighter iteration. You can take a look at the difference here. It gives it a little bit more of a soft purple tone. And from here, I'm going to make some more adjustments. Saturate a little bit more, maybe brighten it up a little bit, or darken it. There. And there you have it. That's how I color